Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you guys can't quite hear me, I have my AC on and I'm trying to be quiet because there's people in the living room. But this is the start of my July reading vlog. This month I'm going to have people from Book Talk choose my reads. So I have my July TBR. I'm going to send pictures to them and have them pick. So we're also going to do it for audiobooks. I have a couple books that I think I want an audiobook versus physical read, so that when I'm done with my audiobook, I can read that. So, we're gonna go through all the TBRs. So here we go. If you didn't see my July TBR jar video, this is my July TBR. The Card County Massacre, Killer Instinct, Mockingjay, If We Ever Met Again, Scarred, Spark the Everflame, Cursed Daughters, Anxious People, None of This Is True, and Never Over. I really want to get to Killer Instincts and Mockingjay this month, so those are kind of the two I'm hoping for. And then off of my audiobook one is Beautiful Victim. It's kind of the only one I know I'm gonna audiobook. These other two are possible audiobooks. I've got One Dark Window and then The Book Jumper. So that's that. It is currently the 28th, so I am 75 pages left of my current read, so I'm going to send a picture for my physical books out to a couple book talkers I follow and see who replies first, and then once I get close to my audiobook, we'll send a picture of these. I don't know how many audiobooks I'll go through because I'm not really in an audiobooking mood, so I haven't listened to my audiobook in like, I want to say a little bit over a week. So, yeah, so I'm going to send a picture of her taken out to a couple people, whoever responds first gets to pick my pick. I am going to read this a little because there is one book talker I follow who is obsessed with the Hunger Games series and loves it. So I might rig the system, hopefully. Yeah, this is the plan for July, and this is going to be an all months vlog, and probably the start of all months vlogs, reading vlogs. So that is the plan. I'm going to go take pictures of these readings because I don't want to picture these three and start DMing some people. Okay, we have had our first choice. Might I say, my Hunger Games girl. So close. But she chose None of This Is True because they are also reading it in July. I'll leave the message that I got and their TikTok profile pictures will be after this clip. So the first book they're reading is None of This Is True. I did send it out to I think about 4 people. This is just the first person that responded. So this will be the first book. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm kind of in a romance mood, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm excited. This is a newer buy. I think I got it in May, I want to say. Yeah, it's a mystery thriller. I know a lot of people love Lisa Jules, so this was my first book by her. So we're right into this in a couple of days. I need to finish the book I'm currently reading, but when we are done with that, we will go from a thriller, horror, into None of This Is True. So, first book in this one is going to be None of This Is True. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about this because, like I said, I was feeling the romance or Killer Instinct. I kind of forgot this was on the TBR. that's the fun of this. Maybe we'll do this every July because every December we have our polls. But I think this will be a good start to the month. Maybe I can get some of those romances toward the end of the month. But like I said, I so far have DM'd 4 people, got 1 to respond, 3 more people. If they respond, that will be the next book I read after this. If they don't, when I'm close to the end of this, I will DM some more people. So that is the plan. And I guess this is gonna be our next read. Roughly. Okay. About 400 pages. Which I could probably get done in like a week and a half, depending on how I feel about this book. So that is the plan. I'm gonna try to finish the book I'm currently reading, maybe today or tomorrow, because they're my 2 days off. So I'm also gonna maybe try to read some more this month, so I can get more people to have a choice in this. But we will see. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Literally just filmed it. Finished filming the other clip and then got a response from a different person. So we are reading None of This Is True, and then we are reading Spark for Never Fun. I'm not mad about this one because we move at the end of the month, which means I have access to all the books I packed up, including, I think, at least the next 2 or 3 books of this series. So, plus this is only 2026. This one and Killer Instinct are only 2 books on this monthly TBR. So, but we have got these 2 books as our first 2 books of the month. So I got those screenshot stuff for them, and apparently get reading, which is fine. That's what it's been on to do. Anyways, so watch. I'm gonna check it again, and then someone else is gonna have DM'd me. But I'll see you guys later. Okay, so I have finished my last book for June. So I will start None of This Is True either tonight or tomorrow. Haven't decided. Probably tonight. Okay, bye. So I'll probably start that tonight. I got another book box today. I've been just kind of doing some bookish things. So, yes. I was gonna wait till we moved to the new house so I can print out the new prompts to put all the prompts back into the TBR jar, but I'm just doing that now, and I'm cutting them to make them smaller so I can fit more in there. So I'm gonna wait to print out the new prompts so we're in the new house. Same with the book list that I need to quickly go through and just double check it's updated. And then for these I'm doing, because I feel like it's gonna be more fun, is if some months I just read what I want, which is really an option, but if I don't know what I read, if I don't know how I want to do a month, I'll have little prompts that we can choose. I have 3 right now. If you have any ideas, let me know. We got random number generators. Every time we need a new book, we randomly generate a number. Read the books that are on my yearly TBR first, and then from there we just fuck around and find out. And then do like some of my yearly challenges to fill out those pages. So that's what I have now. I'll probably write one for TikTok, BookTokers, but that's currently what we're doing this month. So, haven't had the other two people I DM'd. Yesterday was Swan, which is fine with me. I'm not going to lie. Also, I think I'm just gonna read Beautiful Victims audiobook wise after I read The Sun and Star Maker. So, but yeah, that's the updated plan. I have mixed, why aren't you lighting up? I have mixed feelings about starting None of This Is True because I just read like a thriller horror book. So, you know, but it's fine. I already know it will mark off one of my monthly challenges, Lord Jesus Christ, Sophie. So, that is good for me. Okay, I'm just going through this and checking everything is floating rules I got rid of. Today. So that when I print them out next month, they will be fine. I check it like every single time I start a new book, let's be honest here. But, also, these vlogs aren't just gonna be reading vlogs. They're gonna be everything I do book related in that month. So yeah, that's the plan for now. We'll probably start it tonight, and I will come back to you guys with more updates on how I actually feel about said book. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Okay. Update on... Sophie, you gonna come in here? Update on None of This Is True. It is good. I just binge read probably like 40 or so pages. And I'm gonna read some more tonight. I didn't read anything last night, unfortunately. So sorry. I have a serious sunburn, so I did put concealer on. It's good. I'm interested in where this is gonna go. They haven't started the podcast yet, so I'm interested to see kind of what. I have a couple theories in my head, but I have no way of where this is gonna go. This is my first book by Lisa Jewell. I know a couple booktubers that I watch really like her. One specifically I have in mind. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go to work and then come home and probably read some more, maybe big trade some more. I have a feeling I can probably get through this book pretty quickly. Like I said, within like an hour, I've read like 40 pages, so like, I feel like I can get through a lot. Also, my hair is so uneven, like, look. So, that's the plan. Let's just say I got bad vibes from both of the husbands. And, what's her name? Josie. And kind of just all of Josie's family get bad vibes from. Hold on. Yes, my things are back there. So we'll see where this goes. I don't know what percentage I'm through, but I am on, I think, let's see. Hey, give me a look. I am on Thursday, June 20th. That is page 51. Okay, we're gonna do a little reading update. This is more about my audiobook, which is The Star and the Sun Maker. So this book is basically, there's this town, they basically have one person who brings the sun every day. This is the transition between one to the other star maker. Star maker? So we find our new star maker. She's starting to get trained on all of this. A lot of tension between these two. The original star, the current star maker, and the next one. I'm liking it. I think it's gonna be mid-book, personally. But I'm gonna continue listening to the audiobook because I'm a little intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. So there's that. I think Play Nice is gonna be my next audiobook because I really just want to make a decision on if I'm gonna keep this book or not. It's really been bothering me, and a lot of people say the audiobook is good. So I have the book, might as well try the audiobook, and then we'll go to Beautiful Victims. But I think I am gonna unhaul the book jumper. And yeah, so that's our little update for today. Okay, we're due a little update on Virginia. So let's start with the Sun and the Star Maker. I'm liking it. It's very interesting. The only thing is I feel like there's gonna be a romance between her two main characters. And I'm not loving the romance aspect. I feel like that's gonna break down the rating. I feel like I'm not gonna like the romance in general. I like the story. I am gonna continue. But I don't know how I feel about the romance. Granted, there's been no actual romance part of it. It is marriage of convenience. But I'm not feeling the romance in this one. But other than that, I'm really enjoying it. So there's that. Even me, my phone's at fucking 20%. It's literally charging. Okay. No, it's not. Not even. Hold please while I switch my phone out. There we go. Okay. And then none of this is true. I should finish this by the end of the week at the latest. Josie still not getting the good vibes from her. I also think probably when I decide to read today, we'll find either today or tomorrow, I think we'll find out the true truth behind Aaron and Roxy, which is Josie's daughters. I think we'll find out at least more about them. And yeah, so I'm excited to getting this. I've been flying for this, but if I keep on my pace of how I've been reading this, I will finish this probably by the end of the week. Yeah. So, I don't know. Also, Josie's kissing things, and it's starting to get a little weird. She didn't do it at first, and now she's doing it to everything. It's a little weird. Josie's just a little weird. I'm also kind of waiting for the plot twist for Josie to be the good guy. But another little update is I am unhauling a bunch of books. So we've got The Girl Beneath the Sea and the book that we're already on, Pinko. And then I just went through everything. These next three I'm just gonna get rid of. Or the first page, first paragraph. Play Nice. This is probably the biggest one that has been a debate in my mind. But I think I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm not. No. Pitched. It's okay, but I'm not intrigued in this story. And then Aussie Millionaire. The cover really, actually, for both of these, the cover really draws me for you. But I'm also not intrigued in this one. These both are for my vlogs. So, but I need to post these 3 because I just went through. But I think the rest of the books I'm keeping on this TBR. I just need to go through the boxed up TBR. So yeah. I think, yeah, that is the plan. But I think I'm going to sit down and probably binge read a bunch of None of This Is True tonight. Because I'm very intrigued. So that's the plan. So I'll see you guys when I have another update on anything. Okay, we've got about 120 pages left in None of This Is True. I just got to part 3. So, we did kind of find out more about the daughters. We didn't find out so much about Roxy. We found out a little bit more about Aaron, but I'm not, like, it's coming from Josie's perspective, so I'm not, like, inclined to fucking believe her. Like, you know, kind of taking what Josie says with grace. Plus, it doesn't make sense. All of that. So I think she's already hit the wall. I'm definitely gonna finish this by the end of the week. Probably, honestly, Friday or Thursday. It's currently Monday, so I think I'm honestly finish this pretty quickly. There is a part 4 and then like a 6 month later because I just went through. Honestly, part 4 and that 6 month later, I probably get done on my last reading. Or I think that's gonna be my goal. Hopefully, 6 months. Oh, part 4 wasn't that. Yeah, like 240. Yeah, it's like 3 pages. That much. So once I get to part 4, we're just gonna push through. But I am enjoying this. So, I think I'm gonna make this like 4 star 4.5 is what we're going towards. But we'll see. We'll see how the ending goes and how it wraps up. I must say, good hit. I'm glad I got it pretty quickly. I got this, I'm gonna say May. Next July, so pretty fast turnaround. But I think it is going to be a little bit of a, sharp turn going from this to Spark of the Evil Flame, which is our next book. But I'm excited for both. So, and then the Sun Star and the Star Maker are about 50% through. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I think it is about like 3.5 star, 2 years. Interested to see where it goes, but I don't see it being like a completely high pick. But I think these are 2 good books. Stuff we got. Sparkly is a self-heal, perfect dogs are next 2 books, Patio and Physical. And we will do it probably 50 to 75% through Spark the Evil Flame, all figure out what our next read is going to be. Or I might do it with the start Spark the Evil Flame. We'll see how it be. But I'm gonna finish those in the next 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days. So at least none of those shows. Sunrise, fucking up. Wrong book. The Sun and the Star Maker. Might take a couple more days. No matter how many times I say that title, I cannot get it straight. I'm like looking at it, reading it, and I still can't get it fucking straight. But yeah, I'm enjoying both. So we'll see you guys probably, unless something crazy happens, probably at part 4. So yeah. So I may or may not have made it to part 4 tonight. did kind of get home from work, I was like, what if we just finish my book tonight? So that's what we're gonna do. It's like 10 o'clock. I hit part 4, so I have like 30 pages left. We're gonna finish it. It is only Tuesday. I said I was gonna finish it by the end of the week at the latest. So I'm interested to see where this goes and what part 4 is. I hope we get a little bit of a resolution when it comes to Josie, and kind of that storyline of like where she is, but we'll see. I have like 30 more pages left. I'll talk more about it in a bit, but just wanted to check in because we're at part 4 and I said I would do that. So got my reading buddy. That is not my dog. I don't actually know where my dog is. I think she's in the living room. 30 more pages. So let's hit it. Okay. We have finished. I didn't know what the ending was just kind of wrapping up a couple things, nothing too crazy. Definitely a lot of some residuals, because I did, just a couple things that isn't really 5 stars, partly Josie's ending. One note on Roxanne, but nothing too crazy. I did thoroughly enjoy it, and this is a good book to start off this. So I'm gonna do all my end of book things. I'm gonna journal with that, and then tomorrow we will pick up Sparkly Overflame for our next week, and then some point in the next handful of days when we send out new messages to people. So we probably get them for after Sparkly Overflame, but this is done, this is off. Yes. I'm excited for next one. I'm excited for this one. We're starting off with what is 11. Today's the 7th. Finish one book. Let's see how much we get on this one. Okay guys, so we have started Sparkly Everflame, and that's like very dramatic because I got through 9 pages the other night. I was really tired and it was confusing me, and my brain wasn't fully on the book. So I kind of got what's happening in the first 9 pages. Not too crazy about what, like, not 100% sure what's happening, but I'm gonna keep reading. I didn't read last night because I was very tired. So maybe tonight we will actually read. Also, it's been a while since I've let myself like take a day off of like reading either audiobook or physical book, so I was like, I've been reading a lot, let's not get into a reading slump. So that's what I did last night, was just take a break. So tonight we'll probably start this, or later today because I have a short day at work. I just this morning DM'd, I want to say at least 5, maybe 8 people asking about the next book, just so we can have that lined up. No one's replied. It's only been like 10 minutes, so I'll possibly check in after work if someone's replied. If more than 1 people have replied, then we'll do what we did last time of have whoever replied first get the first pick. So that's the plan. I haven't really read any more of The Sun and the Star Maker either. The past 2 days have kind of been days. Yeah, I think today for sure go better. Maybe I slept like shit. I slept like shit last night, so maybe not. We'll see how I feel once we get to tonight when I have to read. Yeah. So, I am also like really scared. Also, another reason why I didn't read last night is I was really scared that I was gonna want to DNF this, because I really, really, really want to read this because so many people love this series. And I know I seemed really interested in it and everything. So, we're just gonna, you know, push through. I know I have an issue with fantasy books aren't always my favorite, let alone fantasy series. I don't think I have a fantasy series other than Above and Below, which right now I think is just a duology. I don't have any other than like my pirate fantasy series. I don't have any fantasy series, so because most of the time I'm like, I actually don't like it, so I'm gonna give this a good try because I am excited for it. We do have all the rest of the books, or at least I think all except the newest one in the series, so I'm gonna give it a good try. Did I charge my watch last night? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. That's fucking lovely. Okay, anyways, I gotta get ready for work. And then I'll update you guys when I read more than 9 pages. I think we're at least trying to get through chapter 1 before I update you guys next. But we will see. Today is Friday. I'm probably gonna read tonight and tomorrow. I don't know about Sunday because we are going to Run Fair, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Hi, Ladybug. What are you doing? Oh, you're coming up to hang out with me. I'm getting up to go get ready for work. But okay. So, that's the plan. As much as I hate to say it, what if I DNF this? There's like a whole series off of VR. But I don't want to DNF it. We'll see. I'm only 9 pages in. I might reread a couple of those pages because my mind was somewhere else while I was reading, so I wasn't comprehending anything I was reading. Which, with none of this was true, it worked out. I could be somewhere else in my brain and it was okay. Don't think that's gonna work out with this one. So, I'll see you guys all later. Bye. Okay, so, jump scare. Lord Jesus Christ. I have not gotten a reply. It's been a couple days from any of the people I've DM'd. So I think my plan is to just do a random number generator. And then count that number and read that book. Granted, I still just starting Spark of the Everflame. Just read a couple of pages and I am liking it now. I think I truly was just tired, but I also like having an idea of what I'm gonna read next. So this is the book we're gonna read unless someone DMs me. So, a random number generator, hoping this focuses. Okay, we're gonna count 10. Counting 10 books on my thing. Excuse me. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, Anxious People will be our next read if no one replies. I was gonna face the camera towards me, but that's a horrible idea. So that is the book we're gonna read next if no one chooses between these books. Okay, so Spark of the Everflame isn't really going good. I am enjoying it and I want to see where it goes, but I don't think I'm in the mood for it, which is a very rare thing that happens. I listened to like a page of the audiobook and I don't really love it, so I think what I'm gonna do is put it on the back burner, read another book, and then go back to it and see how I feel. So, with that, I'm also not feeling anxious, people. I know it's replied to my DMs, so I think we're just gonna choose whatever the fuck I want. I went through my monthly mirror and I pulled out all the books that sound interesting, basically all of them minus 3. The 3 I didn't pick was Anxious People, The Fear of Medicate, and Cursed Daughters. So yeah, as much as I'm kind of think I am in the mood for a little bit of a like more romance focused thing. The Fear of Medicate was a romance, I'm not feeling that. So got Never Met Again, which basically singer doesn't know if her lyrics are good, contacting her ex. That's what I got. Killing Instinct, the second book in the Natural series, which actually, after reading the back, I was like, because it's a copycat of Dean's father. It's kind of what I was following, and I have that book. So I was kind of leaning from her, and then there's always Hunger Games. And then we've got Starred, which I'm not going, I don't think I ever read the back of these. I think I was just like, I like the first one, I'm gonna get the whole series, I don't think I've read the back to any of these. This seems a little love triangle-y, and then not a romance, a complicated stuff. So, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna read tonight, because I already tried reading. I think what I'm gonna do is wait and see how I feel tomorrow. Right now, I think my top 3 contenders are Killer Instinct, Scars, and Content Master. I think those are my top 3 contenders. They're all real dark. But Hunger Games kind of do sound interesting. So, I think I'm just gonna put these aside and see how I feel, and then decide probably tomorrow night when I sit down to read. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Because I'm wanting to read, but I'm not wanting to read Spark Neighbor Flame. But I also want to know what is going on. Like, it has me kind of hooked. So I think I just need to put something else in between that. So, this is my plan that whenever I read, I'll go back to that. Or if I finish The Sun and the Star Maker, maybe try on the booking it again. We'll see. I've made it to chapter 4. So yeah. I might do another, I might not. I think just right now I'm really not in the mood for a fantasy, and then I've read a lot of fantasy this year, and my audiobook is a fantasy, so I'm thinking that's kind of why. None of these are fantasies, so yeah, I think that's kind of it for now. We'll see. I'll update you guys possibly tomorrow when I choose a book. Because Mockingjay, Killer Instinct, and Scars are all in series, and I do have the next book in all of those series. And then Cotton Candy Massacre and Never Over are standalones. So, either way, we're going to make progress in one way or another. Killer Instinct is on my 2026 TBR. So yeah, that's the plan for now. Yes. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I'm just not, I want to read so badly, but then I go to read and I'm not, and then I start reading, I'm like, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore. And even now, I'm like, I want to read, but like, so So I'm just gonna like take another night, take another break, because I didn't even read yesterday, which is fine. I had read fair yesterday, which was so much fun. So much fun. So I figured I would read a lot yesterday, but I do want to go back to reading because I feel like I'm slacking this month compared to like the past 2 months. I've been like getting it, like I've been killing it. So I think this is just what I need. Is a little change of pace, a little bit more romance, or that's just gonna be my options. Is because like Hunger Games has some romance, especially in this book. This is the last book, so that's the plan. I know at the beginning of the month, November, Mockingjay, Killer Instincts were my top contenders, so like I said, we'll see. Yeah. I'm kind of also leaning towards God Canvas because I feel like I could fly through this because it's short. See, I'm like, I want to read, but I already put in my pages for today in my reading journal. So, we'll see. I'm not going to make a decision tonight. I will make a decision tomorrow. And on one of these books I will pick up what I feel like reading. So, that's the plan. And these books were, and then just a few more things. I got my book of the month book today, which was Stormy Weather. I'm actually kind of really glad I was going to get this. I was going to skip on this month's book of the month thing, but then I started thinking about it, and then I got this, and then I'm just like waiting for it to come in because I'm like really excited, and the cover is even better in person, so I'm excited. So yeah, that's the other book news I got. But versus repeating myself for like the 3rd time, I'm gonna end this, go back to watching my show and some crocheting, and then go to bed. It's like 9 o'clock, but I gotta wake up early tomorrow, so I guess I gotta go to bed early. That's another reason I'm not gonna read tonight, is I gotta wake up early tomorrow, so I don't wanna like, you know, do this. But the Sun and the Star Maker getting interesting. I don't still feel iffy about the romance, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, that's it. Also, I just completely ended that clip and realized I'm wearing the Criminal Minds shirt. So, like, Killer Instinct. We feeling the vibes? I don't know. I really don't know. But, like, is this a sign from the universe that I should read Killer Instinct? Which a lot of people say is like a YA version of Criminal Minds. We'll see tomorrow. Okay. It is the next day. I am down to 2 books. 2 options. The Cotton Candy Massacre and Killer Instinct. I want to read the back of these and see if that makes a more decision. If not, I will have probably my sister pick between these 2. So the Cotton Candy Massacre, I know I've read the back of the other day while picking out books I was interested in off of my TBR. I don't think I actually read, or at least I don't remember ever reading the back of this. So, the Cotton Candy Massacre. The book you are about to read is an account of the tragedies that occurred at the reopening of the Boykins Bonanza one day in the summer of 1989. So, there's that. It's a little historical horror. Some came looking for fun, like Candy Broughton and her best friend, Leah. Others, like Rocky and Sully, came looking for a second chance. Instead, they found a twisted, fun-fetty nightmare. For many of the thrill seekers, and family visitors, Bonky's Bazooza that day would be their last. And the events that unfolded would go on to become an infamous known as the Cotton Candy Massacre. That is that one. Killer Instinct. I'm gonna skip this first paragraph because it basically is just kind of a recap of the first book. But when victims of a brutal new serial killer start turning up, the Naturals are pulled out into active cases that strike too close to home. The killer is a perfect copycat of Dean's integrated father, a man who Dean would do anything to forget. Forced deeper into a murdered psyche than ever before, will the Naturals be able to come out smart and outsmart the killer's brutal mind games. As much as I do want to read this, I think after reading that, this one's pulling towards me. It is also, it is like 350 pages. Okay. Well, it's like 350 pages, but I feel like the words are a little bigger than normal, so like, I feel like I'm gonna fly through this. So I think we're gonna do this, and if I'm still not in the mood for Sparkle the Everflame, we might do Killer Instinct next. I think that's fair. Yes, I think this is what we're gonna do. Yes. No, I've made my decision. We're gonna read this. We're gonna read this. We're gonna read this. I do really want to read Killer Instinct because the 5th book comes out in, I want to say, December. So I would need to read the 2nd, 3rd, get the 4th and read it, and then get the 5th and read it. But when I did my TBR takedown, I did not account for Bad Blood is the 4th book. Is that? Yes. Bad Blood is the only Naturals book I don't own. So, but that is in October. I have 2 books. I have time. So I think we're gonna read this one. Yes, I think that's my decision. That's my decision. And I tried thinking about it last night. I was like, what if I do DNF Spark the Everflame? If I do DNF it, I can always go back to it because we will keep the copies because my mom likes that series. So, it's not one of those books where I was like, if I DNF it, I'm going to get rid of it. But, yeah. So, honestly, I'm not really in the mood to do a lot, except read. That's why I kind of was going to make a decision. So, it is about 3:30. I think I'm gonna sit down and read a little bit of this, and I might change to Killer Instinct if I'm not feeling this either, but I have a feeling I am. I'm kind of like itching to read this, so I think I'm gonna get all cozy with my lemonades from Dutch and start reading this. So I will give you guys an update on everything. Maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight. Okay, little update. Sorry, I just got home from work. Lord Jesus Christ, today and yesterday were on sick days. I picked up Cotton Candy Massacre. I read the first chapter and like part of the 2nd chapter last night. And I'm loving it. Already loving it. Based on the back, I kind of figured it was kind of gonna be like a movie layout and things, and it very much is. Like I could totally like full on seeing this be a movie, and it's not one of those things where like, oh yeah, this would be a good movie. It's like I could picture the movie in my head, and I'm like having to double guess myself. Like, is this a movie already? Is it? Sorry, I'm gonna do something while I'm here. So there's that. It's really good, really interesting, kind of funny. I'm excited to keep reading and see where this goes. We already got a little bit of the horror bit, and it's kind of, there is like trigger warnings in the beginning of the book that kind of remind me of, I don't know what this series is called, but the Bertrand Blackwood series, where it's kind of the funny triggers, because the one in this book was like, oh, there's clowns, and then there's this, and then there's clowns, and then there's this, and there's more fucking clowns. So I am enjoying it. We're kind of, I'm guessing based on how the first chapter went and kind of how the second chapter is starting, that we're going to basically relive the summer of whatever it was through like flashbacks, because the first chapter basically these girls in like more current time watched a commercial, an old commercial for this carnival, and then it flashback of, oh, you haven't heard the stories of this, that's why this commercial is creepy, and then kind of showed the backstory of, you know, that commercial, and then we kind of flash years forward from the original like carnival thing. And so I figured we're meeting one of those characters that is in like the original horror night. I'm guessing we're gonna learn more about that, because I feel like this one thing that happened can't be all the hype. It's all the hype around this Cotton Candy Massacre night, unless there's like a different night. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna eat food and then probably honestly go read, because yesterday and today were a lot, and I just kind of want to block out the world, and going into a sweet little horror book sounds fun. Like I said, I am enjoying this. It is also part of a series I didn't realize, so that's exciting. I don't have any updates for any of my other books, but that was the short little update that's almost 4 minutes long. Okay, more of an update. I'm about 25% through Cotton Candy Massacre. We are staying in the new timeline. We are bouncing between 3 main POVs. Lady, stop it. And then there's a couple like sprinkled into them, and it's like every paragraph to like or so we change POV, and it's not like set out, so it takes like every paragraph or so is a whose POV are we in now. And it's not really like we're in someone's POV, it's more focusing on like we've got Sully, the face painter, we have got Rocky and Cliff, the boys, and we have got Candy and Leah, the girls. So we have kind of got those 3 POVs. We have gotten I don't remember her name, but the person that bought the carnival, we've gotten her POV for a little bit, and that's kind of honestly it for that. And I am really enjoying this. I'm eating it up. I'm loving it. We're gonna eating up weird words for this book. I'm thinking, since we're following these 3 groups, 3 POVs at one day at a carnival, I'm guessing tonight's gonna be the night of like the horror, and because building, it's reopening the carnival with kind of advertising using the last night the carnival was open, aka what I'm calling the original night of horror. And then I'm guessing opening night isn't gonna go as well. guessing is gonna happen. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm about 25% through. I'm also like, let me find it, guys, about halfway through chapter 7. So yeah, I feel like I can definitely finish this by the end of the month, but I don't know if we're gonna get a whole book. And then The Sun and the Star Maker, I'm liking it. There is a romance happening, and it's like 50-50 for me if I like it. Half the time I do, half the time I don't. So we're about 50% through that book, so I'm kind of basing on things that happened last night when I listened to it. I'm kind of leaning towards what might happen conflict-wise. I don't know. Unsure. But this is definitely leaning towards like a 4 foot 5 stars, and that's leaning towards about a 3.5 star, depending on the ending. That's very important. But with that is kind of it. I know I haven't read any more of Spark of Everflame, but I'm honestly like, at this point, might as well DNF it, because I'm gonna keep the physical copy, so if I ever actually do want to re-pick it up, I can just like make a note in my mind that I ended on chapter 4 and go on my merry day. Which I think is what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna DNF Spark of Everflame and the rest of the series, and if it ever really like catches my eye when I'm like dying to read it, we have the copies because my mom read it and liked it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. If anyone has any real like good arguments why I shouldn't do that, let me know. Sorry, I'm looking for something while I'm talking. I don't think I'm gonna find it, but you know, might as well look for it because I'm right here. So that's kind of the bookish updates. Again, I'm honestly gonna start packing up the books because we move in less than 2 weeks. So that's the plan. And with that, I'll see you guys probably, unless something crazy happens, about 50% through this, and maybe honestly ending of my audiobook, but we'll see. Okay, I just did all of my end of DNFing book things. But before I pack up all these books, I'm literally gonna go through every single one and read the back of it. If I have to, read the first page and decide if I'm gonna keep it or DNF it. Or get rid of it. Because I want, when we move, all of these books are reset so that all I have to do is go through the books that have been packed up. So I'm gonna do that, and I will update you guys with which books I'm gonna get rid of. I think I'm gonna keep most of these, but you don't know. Okay, take 2 on this. I was filming and then my dog made a disaster, so I had to go pick that up. I went through all the books. I got rid of 3. There's a couple that I'm like, maybe, but I'd rather keep those and then read them than DNF them, then get rid of them and be like, actually, that actually does sound a little good. So there's that. I will do this once we move, probably as I'm putting the books on the TBR cart. I will do this with all the books that I've packed up, but I am getting rid of The 7 Sisters, It's Not Her, and Stormbreaker. So all of these will be on Pango along with all my other books. And yeah, so that's it. That's really it. Okay, so we have about 2 hours left of this the Star Maker audiobook. It's the last week before we move, last like full week before we move, so every day I'm trying to pack up a box. So I think I can probably get this audio done today. Like I said, I have 2 hours basically exact. So, I'm interested to see where this goes. It does. Once again, I'm still in the spot where I'm like, half the time I love the romance, half the time I hate it. It is like very rushed. I can understand why under the circumstances, but like, I'm still not totally in love with the romance. So, I'm gonna pack up my clothes while I listen to the audiobook and see how far I get into it. Also, Current Candy Monster is probably going to be the last book of Hot from my July TBR I'm actually going to read. So I just packed up the rest of them because I packed up my books yesterday, minus my August TBR, and then my next audiobook. Because I'm not reading. I haven't listened to this book since June 15th, which is crazy because I normally get through 2 audiobooks a month. So I don't know if that's going to happen this month. So we'll see. But that's the plan for now. I'm gonna do this and I'll see you guys later. Okay, we have officially finished listening to Mr. Finker. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I liked it, but I feel like the second half of it was very rushed. Especially certain romance, which like I get, but at the same time, do I? Just because I get it, don't mean I don't like it. So, I'm gonna give it 3.5. I am gonna do that because I didn't like it. I also love the fucking cover. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of, because this is one of my favorite editions. This is a very new cover. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the original cover better, so I think I'm gonna flip it around and put the original cover on it. Which is weird because most of the time I do like the very little covers, but yes, we are gonna keep this. It's gonna be a 3.5. And then we're gonna have the other audiobook going. So book number 2 of the month done. On what, the 20th? This month? Not my month for reading. We had 2 really good months, and then now we're here. I was like, 2 when I'll read. Actually, we'll see. I might read Cotton Candy tonight. But yeah. Okay, we have got an update on Current Candy Monster. I don't remember the last time I updated you guys. So, here's the thing. This is probably going to be our last book of the month. I think I already said that. It is getting good. Interested because I still have like 150 pages left. So I'm guessing at some point we're going to like the aftermath, because I don't see how the last 150 pages can stay in the Night of Horror or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I guess I can see, but at the same time, like, or you can see like the ramifications of it. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I am liking it. It's just, there's a lot going on. So like the past week, I've been like reading one day, not reading the next. Reading one day, not reading the next. So I'm hoping to break that habit tonight, because I need to read tonight, because I want to finish this book in the month of July, because this is all my July TBR. And it just bugs me when I finish books in a different month, especially when it's like 1 or 2 days past into the next month. And next week is going to be crazy as fuck because we move. So I am going to do a TikTok kind of thing of seeing how much I can realistically read in the last week of August while moving. But till then, we're going to make an impact on this. I haven't listened to the audiobook, which I am doing. Beautiful Venom next. I want to listen to this audiobook. It's just, I'm a little overstimulated, a little stressed. Between moving, concerts, last couple of weeks of the job I currently have, and then moving into a different job, and then like money, there's a lot going on. So I come home from work and just kind of want to rot in my fucking bed. Hopefully that won't happen today because I only work possibly 2.5 hours today. So, but I think I might wait on audiobook till after we move, unless I have like an absolute need or want to read it. It's out. It's not getting packed up. That's my thing. So, but I think it hasn't been totally confirmed, but like possibly, I think we've seen the end of one of our main characters. Like, I think they're dead. I don't know. You never know. I kind of want two of our other main characters to find this said main character dead, because like, also there's one character I'm like, what? Where are you at, dude? What happened to you? So we'll see. We've currently got, I want to say 5 or 6 main characters, depending on if one of them's dead. Run around. We got 2 teams of 2, and then one that's possibly dead, and then one that's off on their own. And then we've got like 2 other main characters that are not running around being crazy. Actually, they are running around being crazy. So there's that. Yeah. Like I said, I have about 150 pages left, I think. And then we'll be done with this and we can start reading August's TBR and do all that fun stuff. I don't know if I told you guys, but I did pull a kind of prompt for next month that, like this month, I can loosely base 6 months reading vlog around. And it is finishing up my reading, like, challenges. Like, reading the alphabet, reading the rainbow. I'm going to count my bingo. I'm going to count my 2026 TBR. Because those are kind of the 4 challenges I have in my reading journal. So that's kind of what I'm going to do next month. That was a lot more loosey-goosey based versus this month. So I think it will go better. So yeah. But we'll see. I really do want to finish this, but how the rest of this month is looking. Today is the 24th, and then tomorrow's the 25th, and then the 26th, and the 27th. Those are all normal days. The 28th, I have my Megan Moroney concert. The 29th is recovery from my Megan Moroney concert, and also the day my parents sign on our new house. The 30th, we're moving everything that is inside this house to the new house. The 31st, we are coming back to this house just to do one final sweep of things, one final clean, make it nice and pretty, nice and shiny, nice and clean for the new owners. And then that's it. Fucking hell. Because on the 1st of August, we're moving everything from our storage unit into our new house. The 2nd of August, we're probably building everything we need to build. Damn. I keep thinking like I basically have all of next week because the 31st is a Friday. But the 31st, I don't think we're doing too much, so if I need to, I can hunker down and read a shit ton. But I'm hoping I can finish my book early. Ideally, I would finish it by the 27th. so that going into moving, I can do audiobook, and then we can start physically reading. I'm bouncing between 2 books. I think I might do one of them more than the other because it's going to be such a simple fucking read. They're both simple reads, but like one's going to be like, honestly, I can fucking fly through it. So that's the plan for the rest of the month. I will update you guys later. I am going to, I don't know, I need to pack, but I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna pack. So I'll update you guys when we have more. I am thinking this is gonna be a 5-star, not gonna lie, because I am enjoying it. The fact of me not reading it isn't because I don't want to read it, it's because there is just so much going on. Like, literally the other day I picked it up and was very to read, and then I was like, oh my god, I don't have the brain power for like anything other than just laying in bed rotting. So that's the plan. I'll update you guys later. Okay, so last night I finished Candy Massacre. I gave it 4.5 stars because I don't know if it's because of like the actual book or because I'm on the verge of like slight reading slump, but it could have been a 5-star if one of those things. I think it is because I'm in a slight like reading slump, and I think that's why it wasn't a 5-star versus a 4.5. But I did enjoy it. I'll talk more about it in my wrap up, but with this is the wrap up for the July reading vlog. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know it's only the 27th, but like I'm not gonna start any more books from my July TBR. I'm gonna move on to my August TBR, so therefore I think I'm just gonna start the August TBR. The August reading vlog for Jesus Christ. Words are hard. Yeah, it was good. I only read 3 books this month, which, whatever, it's fine. I'm still on pretty good track for TBR takedown. I've completed, my goal was to read 26 books this year. I completed that this month. Still need to work on 26 TBR, but that's a later problem. But we still made good progress because we did haul a good chunk of books for the month of July. So we had a pretty good reading month. I was looking through my reading journal, and like we had 2 physical thrillers, and then I finished my audiobook, which was fantasy. So we had a like summer read month, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed. So yeah, that is this. I didn't make a little paper to put in a little baggie of different like prompts for reading things. I didn't make one for book talkers choosing things, and I don't think I'm gonna put it in there because it didn't go very well with not getting answers, and then kind of putting me into a reading slump. I think it truly was that, the fact that I didn't get like any control on my reading. So that's that. But with that is the wrap up for July. Actually, we read 3 books off my TBR because I DNF'd Spark the Everflame. Anyways, but with that, go check out either my reading wrap up, my TBR videos, or the next month reading vlog, depending on when you see this and what you want to watch. I got a whole fucking playlist of all my book related videos. If you want to go a deep dive into the reading world with me. But with that, I will see you guys for my August reading vlog that I'm literally gonna film the intro to right now.